I would say more generally that what has happened this year, this new populist movement, is going to realign American politics over the next decade in ways we cannot foresee.
美国历史上出现过多次政治版图的大迁徙。南北战争之后到1870年代，政治上形成了代表南方农业区和白人的民主党与代表北方大工业和黑人的共和党之间的对峙。1933年罗斯福总统上台之后，民主党与工会、少数族裔结成了联盟。可是，在1980年的选举中，蓝领工人却将大批的选票投给了共和党的里根，被称为里根民主党。
There was once upon a time that to be a Republican in this area of the country felt a little bit like being Gary Cooper in high noon, outnumbered in a big way. But I remember the story of a fellow who was running for office as a Republican, and he was in a rural area and it wasn't known to be Republican, and he stopped by a farm to do some campaigning. And when the farmer heard he was a Republican, his jaw dropped and he said, "Wait right here till I go get Ma. She's never seen a Republican before." So he got her, and the candidate looked around for a podium from which to give his speech, and the only thing he could find was a pile of that stuff that Bess Truman took 35 years trying to get Harry to call fertilizer. So he got up on the mound, and when they came back, he gave his speech. And at the end of it, the farmer said, "That's the first time I ever heard a Republican speech." And the candidate said, "That's the first time I've ever given a Republican speech from a Democratic platform."
We're going to have large numbers of people coming over. You know, they used to call them the Reagan Democrats.
Pennsylvania hasn't gone for a Republican presidential candidate since 1988. That was Papa Bush, George Herbert Walker Bush. Will it be this time? I take a look at the results in Pennsylvania from the primary, and I see that Donald Trump won all 67 counties against John Kasich. That's pretty impressive because Kasich is the kind of a candidate you would think would do well in PA. So that's what makes me think that he really might have a shot this time around.
Yeah, there's a lot of social resentment against the upper middle class these days, that's for sure.
经济与社会的变化带来了美国政治版图的重新组合。大都市、高科技产业的地区的民主党人与相对贫穷的少数族裔结成了联盟，形成了新的民主党的基本盘。而原来民主党占优势的重工业和矿业州，蓝领工人纷纷离去，甚至成为川普的共和党人。
You know, I'm afraid of our freedoms being taken away, like our First Amendment and Second Amendment. I mean, it's already intolerable. You can offend people. That's protected under the First Amendment. You know what isn't protected?
Well, so your major concern is anti-political correctness.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, give me one example of what you cannot say and what kind of harm you'll do.
I'm already afraid to say it. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm a libertarian, or if you want to call me a classical liberal or a traditional conservative. But Donald Trump shares none of those views. Meanwhile, you have a lot of people who are moderate Democrats who like free enterprise, they like freedom, they like opportunity, and in many ways the Democratic Party has moved away from them toward the progressive position. So it seems to me that you have two wings. You have a wing of the Republican Party and a wing of the Democratic Party who are being left without a home. And maybe there will be an alignment there.
在2016年的选举中，教育程度成为投票中最重要的因素。有大学以上学位的人，52%投给了克林顿，只有43%投给川普。而在没有大学学位的选民中，投给川普的是52%，投给克林顿的只有43%。
We won the evangelicals. We won with young. We won with old. We won with highly educated. We won with poorly educated. I love the poorly educated. We're the smartest people. We're the most loyal people. And you know what I really am happy about? Because I've been saying it for a long time. 46% with the Hispanics. 46%. Number one with Hispanics.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States
the office of President of the United States